Going on, everybody? In today's video I'm going to show you my stamina Nightblade bow build for PVE. Focus of this build was to have something that was easily obtainable for everybody, something that you could run solo with, something that you could do dungeons with, and then I've also actually done normal trials as well on this build. The same criteria as my stamina warden build. This build will have no trials sets, only monster sets that are easily obtainable, and then no mythics because a lot of people can't get mythics or they need a build to help them get mythics. In my next video we're going to go over which races are best for which class and which roles. If that's something that interests you, make sure you get subscribed to the channel. Also, there'll be a link to a written guide down in the description of this video if that's something that you're interested in. Without further ado, let's take a look at the build. All right, we're going to start off by taking a look at the buff stats. Our max magicka is 13k, our max health is 25k, our max stamina is 27.6k, our stamina recovery is 2346, and our weapon damage is almost 6,000, 5829. Our physical and spell resistances are 22k, so you're actually going to be pretty tanky on this build. And then our weapon critical is 60% and our critical damage is 100%. All right, on this build I am a wood elf. Wood elf is good, you get a little bit of extra sustain. Orc is also a good choice, you're going to get some extra weapon damage, and then Khajiit would be also a great choice because you're going to get some crit damage. I have 64 points into stamina. The Monday Stone that I'm using is the warrior. And then the food that I'm using is Jewels of Misrule. If you want a little bit more sustain, you can actually use Smoked Bear Haunch here. It's just a better version of Jewels of Misrule, but it does cost 30,000 per piece of food. The potions that I'm using are the Stamina and Major Brutality potions that you get from PvP, but you can also buy some similar or something like this from the guild trader. Just make sure that whatever you get, it does provide the Major Brutality because we're not getting that from the build. Take a look at the gear. On the back bar, I'm running a Briarheart bow infused with a weapon damage enchant. On the front bar, I'm running a Briarheart bow precise with a shock damage enchant. The shock damage enchant is going to proc minor vulnerability. For the jewelry, I've got a Briarheart necklace bloodthirsty with a stamina recovery glyph, and then I've got two Briarheart rings infused with weapon damage glyphs. On the body, I'm running Order's Wrath. I'm running 5 medium, but you can run 4 medium, 1 light, 2 heavy if you'd like, but I'm running the 5 medium for a little bit of extra weapon damage. If you want more health and more resources, you're going to want to go with 4 medium and 1 light. If you do go with a light, make sure you put the light on the belt because it's the lowest armor value. I've got all divines on the Order's Wrath body pieces with stamina enchants, and then I've got a heavy chest reinforced. On the head, I am using a Stormfist heavy. This should obviously not be impen. This should be reinforced. I just don't have enough transmutes to retransmute this monster set. So on the head, you want to get a heavy Stormfist with a reinforced trait and then a max stamina enchant. And then on the shoulders, you want to go with a medium, and you want to have divines here with a max stamina enchant. So as far as medium goes, you should have medium on the shoulders, the belt, the boots, the pants, and the gloves, and then heavy on the chest and the head. The heavy pieces need to be reinforced. One thing to note though is since this is the crafted set and this is the overland set, you can easily put 2 Briarheart pieces on the body. Let's say like you do a Briarheart belt and a Briarheart glove. That way you can craft the weapons because the Briarheart weapons are actually kind of expensive. So you can craft an Order's Wrath bow for both bars and then just run 2 Briarheart pieces on the body instead. That's perfectly fine. Take a look at the skills. On the front bar, we've got Acid Spray, Lethal Arrow, Concealed Weapon. We're not actually going to use this ability. It's actually just here for the 7% buff. Camouflage Hunter, Merciless Resolve, and then our primary ultimate is going to be Ballista. On the back bar, we're running Arrow Barrage. Twisting Path, this is what's going to proc the Concealed Weapon because when you cast Twisting Path, you get Major Expedition. And then when you leave Major Expedition, it procs the 7% damage increase on Concealed Weapon. So these 2 skills go together. I'm running Resolving Vigor. This gives us minor resolve, so we get a little bit of extra armor. The next skill is Caltrops. This is going to give us Major Breach. And then finally, I'm running a Healthy Offering. This is our burst heal. This is a nasty burst heal. When it crits, since our crit chance is so high at 60%, it crits all the time. So when it does crit, it heals you for like 20 or 30k. And then our back bar ultimate is in Capped Strike. As far as passives go, make sure you get all the passives from all of your class skill lines. Make sure you get all of the passives from your bow skill line. Make sure you get all the passives from your medium armor and your heavy armor. If you are wearing a light armor, make sure you grab all of your light armor passives. As far as guild goes, make sure you get Undaunted Metal. And then Alliance War, make sure you get continuous attack. Make sure you grab all of your racial passives, and then finally you should have alchemy medicinal use. I actually don't have it unlocked on this character, but you definitely want to unlock that. For the champion points, in the green tree, I've got Sustaining Shadows, Gifted Rider, War Mount, Steed's Blessing. For the blue tree, I'm running Deadly Aim, Fighting Finesse, Master at Arms, and Backstabber. For the red tree, I'm running Relentlessness, Boundless Vitality, Rejuvenation, and then Celerity. Celerity is a flex spot. You can run whatever you would like here. I just really like the movement speed. All right, I'm gonna quickly show you how the build works. There is a dynamic and a static rotation. I'm going to show you the static rotation. The only difference between the two is you can, on the dynamic rotation, you're just gonna hit your spec bow whenever it procs. On the dynamic rotation, you're going to make sure your Merciless Resolve is up. Going to light attack Arrow Barrage, light attack Caltrops, light attack Twisting Path, Bar Swap, light attack Acid Spray, light attack Snipe, light attack Snipe, light attack Snipe. So you're going to have time for 4 abilities there. You're going to do 1 Acid Spray, 3 Snipes, and then you're going to hit your Spec Bow. Then you're just going to go back to the back bar, make sure that your Merciless Resolve is still up. Going to go back to the back bar, light attack Arrow Barrage, light attack Caltrops, light attack Twisting Path, light attack Acid Spray, light attack Snipe, light attack Snipe, light attack Snipe, and then you're going to hit your spec bow. And then basically just rinse and repeat. I think that's it for the build. If you guys have any questions, let me know down in the comment section. If you want to see more of these builds, make sure you get subscribed to the channel. I plan on doing more of these solo dungeon PvE builds in the future. If you guys want to take a look at my solo warden PvE build, click on this video here. I appreciate everybody watching, and we will see you in the next video.